Well, welcome back. Today is Motivational Monday, and here on Let's Talk Live, we have a special guest to help us kick it off.
Yes, Dr. Omekongo Dibinga is here with us. Good to see you again, and welcome back.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk about, you're a professor at American University and a motivational speaker as well. And Thanksgiving right around the corner, and some good reminders for people as they get ready to go home and see family and sit at the table with people they may not 100% always agree with. What is the benefit of having an attitude of gratitude?
Well, the most important thing is that you live longer. When you have an attitude where you're angry and upset or fearful all of the time, that adds to your stress. It can take years off your life, but when you have an attitude of gratitude, you actually add life to your years. And so it's important to go through every single day just thankful that you woke up and you're breathing today, because unfortunately many people don't have that opportunity.
Is it true that you choose to be happy or you choose to be angry? Everything
is a choice. It's like they say, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So it all depends on your perspective, how you look at things, and at the end of the day, whatever you decide, you made that choice. Absolutely.
I have to remind myself that I'll be like walking home, listening to my music, like in a good mood, and then like one text message, all of a sudden I'm like in a bad mood, and I'm like, well, 5 minutes ago you were fine, like let's back up here and see what's going on.
Exactly.
Why is it so hard for us to be thankful? Why are we always wanting more than what we have right in front of us?
Well, I think part of the problem is we live in a society where we're always having more placed in front of us. I remember when I was a kid, there used to be shows called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and now there's shows like Cribs, and every single day you could be happy with your car and your house, but then you turn on that television and you're always reminded that someone has more than you. I remember someone saying, he read a study that during the Great Depression, we're more depressed than people were back then, because back then they didn't have it all and they couldn't see what everybody else had. So sometimes people just have to stop and be thankful for the house that they work for, the family that they have, the spouse, the education that they have, and not get caught up with all of the glitz and glamour that is placed in front of us by many of the programs that we watch
today. I say
that
all the time. I say I had more money when I was in college struggling in radio than I do now with a full-time job.
Right.
Yeah.
And just as happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, happier probably.
Happier.
Making less money and having less.
Yeah, people don't believe that less can actually be more, especially as it relates to having an attitude of gratitude and your spirit, which is the most important thing of everything.
So how do we engrave this into the little ones that are coming up, whether it's niece, nephew, kids?
Well, one of the challenges is that many children are not taught to work for things. So they don't really know how to be thankful because they haven't earned it themselves. I think there are two ways to give children this responsibility. Number one, give them tasks, let them work, earn some money so when they buy something they're thankful for it. But then also give them an opportunity to go and see other places where they may see children who are not as fortunate as they are. And it doesn't even have to be overseas. Unfortunately, it can be right in your own city and town. And they don't leave there with an arrogance, but they leave there with a sense of, I should be thankful for what I have, and also be motivated to help other people get what they have as well. As they say, services, the rent that we pay for the time we occupy, get our children involved in service activities, and they'll learn to be thankful as well.
So what can we all do to be better people and be more thankful and go out and do it not just this time of year? Like,
that's right.
Do it year-round.
Well, my wife and I have these hot Pilates and yoga studios, and I teach the hot Pilates classes. At the end of the class, we always play these motivational songs. And so the songs I've been playing recently are These Three Words by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
So you have to vocalize your gratitude. You have to let people know that you appreciate them every single day. We think that we're showing it to people, but you never know. So that's really important, but also by the deeds. As you're looking at your house chores, maybe you're going to be the one to drop off the kids today or do the extra cleaning. Those deeds plus those words really show people that you value them. And we're so caught up in the daily grind, on the go all of the time, that we really don't take the time to vocalize it and really look at how we can have a better presence in the lives of those around us.
And so how does expressing it as well as doing it, how does that benefit both of us? Me expressing it to you and you hearing it, or you benefiting from what I'm doing?
Well, absolutely. When you vocalize it to someone else, you show that you're not thinking about yourself, which is extremely important. And for the person who hears it, I mean, let's be honest. We live in a society where everybody is being told they're not doing their job properly. Whether we're talking about parents or teachers, law enforcement, everywhere we go, people are feeling unappreciated. And I remember one time I was in a restaurant and I walked up to two police officers and I said, thank you for the great work that you do. And they just had this look on their face like, wow.
Yeah.
We need to remind people every day that they are on the right track, because we all are searching for validation. Even though, as Oprah said, we've been validated at birth, but we just don't know it. So we need to hear from other people that we're doing a great job.
Interesting. Great stuff. How many times did it ever happen to you? You're like, I want to send a thank you letter note to that person.
Right.
You're like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do that the next day. You
And it never
do
happens.
it. It's like, just do it.
Yes.
Well, so thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Make us
Great
feel better
stuff.
today.
Thank you for reminding us.
Take him home.
Where can people find more information about all the stuff that you do?
Well, they can look me up at Omekongo. It's just at Omekongo. Or they can go to upstanderinternational.com.
Awesome.
All right.
Great stuff. We have it on the bottom of the screen right now.
Yeah.
Happy
All right.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here.
Thank you as
We
well.
genuinely mean that.
We do.
We say thank you to some guests we don't really. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you.
We'll be right back.
Thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.